All right, y'all. I think we having trouble with Instagram, so I don't know what's going on with the gram, but it is what it is, man. They saying they have different technical difficulties on the gram, on Instagram, that is. So what y'all got to do? I might do. Let me see if I can do X. Give me 1 second. We're gonna if we can't get on the gram, we're gonna see if we can get on X. All right. How's everybody doing? Boy, they really trying to do that. I don't know what's going on. Each other share this out, baby. Let's go. Yes, I'm digging up my nose. I'm doing all of these beautiful things because it's my nose. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you on here with Sabir Bay. So please share it out. Start this Instagram back over and see if it's going to work now. You say TMI? It ain't TMI when you're on this feed. It's everybody's business. It's my business, your business. What's up? Shit. Is anybody having a problem with Instagram? I don't think I'm having a problem. I'm having a problem with Instagram. So, is anyone else having a problem with the gram? Because I don't believe in conspiracy theories. But I'll do an X on it, brother, real fast. Try to go live on it, Marcus, and see what's going on. No, 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 no. We we suspect automatic behavior. Look, I can't make this up. We starting to see stuff like this. I cannot make this up. What kind of automatic behavior was I talking about? We expect expect automatic behavior on your account to prevent your account being temporarily restricted, permanently disable, ensure that no other user on tools have access to your turn. Okay, we got it. Ain't that some stuff? So, people be hacking into people's stuff now. I guess that's what they're trying to tell me. That's wild, B. Damn, that's wild. People be tapping into wow. We on now. Yo, that is crazy, fam. Did you see that? Did y'all see what they said? That was crazy. They said, wow. Y'all better be careful with this, what you call, man. People be tapping into these things now. So if you get a message from me, you got my number, you better call me, B. Cause I don't know what they be doing nowadays. Damn, that was crazy. He said irregular activity. Good God Almighty, on the gram. And this is what people do. let me make this clear for all of you hackers, because I got this dude, right, Marcus? Is this dude that can't, he emails me. I don't know why he always emailed me instead of coming on my feed. He emailed me. Oh, brother, I don't move like everybody else. I'm gonna do such and 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 such to you. So y'all can come on over to the cipher, y'all. Let's have some fun. Today is Tuesday. Do me a favor, share these videos out to whoever needs to hear them. If this show is not for you, what you can do is leave, because I ain't going nowhere. Okay, so you can leave because I ain't going nowhere. You might as well just get comfortable, sit back, relax, and if you got beef with Sabir, then come holler at your brother Sabir. Okay, so you know why, brother? Because I'm him. Let's go. Welcome to the Sabir Bay Conversations. Please hit the link if y'all like this, and let's go. Introducing the one and only. Welcome to the Sabir
Knowledge is the base of existence that I build upon your intelligence through the power of the.
For y'all cats don't understand who this is. This is my brother Poor Right from Poor Righteous Teacher. You know what I mean? Rock this funky joint, dirty jers. Okay, so if y'all don't know, now you know. Wise Intelligence, the legend. Let's go. Take it from the top.
Introducing the one and only.
Come on, turn it up. Turn it up.
Knowledge is the base of existence that I build upon your intelligence through the power of the real. Wisdom is a purified word or an act that can bring right back. In fact, I'm ill. Get knowledge, get the wisdom, but in everything you get, hope you get the understanding so you see the picture clear. 07.
I don't think y'all getting this. Y'all not getting the science. Should I run that back one more time? I don't think y'all getting this science. Hit that like button. Let's go. Rewind that back.
Y'all introducing the one and
only. Let's go. I'm him, baby. I'm him.
Knowledge is the base of existence that I build upon your intelligence through the power of the real. Wisdom is a purified word or an act that can bring right back. In fact, I'm ill. Get knowledge, get the wisdom, but in everything you get, hope you get the understanding so you see the picture clear. 07 is the year. Oh, heaven has appeared. Hold me close to your ear. God is so debonair. To all the picks of the diamonds that it cups, lyrically bankrupt. Hold them out, I fill them up. I'm like the shine on your diamonds that it cup. Fine wine to a cup. Man, a Chevis I prefer. Kashar La Passat, you are on my jock. Black earth on my arm. Ask her who the bomb. I'm from the era where G was for God and the cipher was a circle full of gods and on.
The circle was the cipher. Y'all better listen.
On that cat, no shit. Trenton City on the map, look, bitch. Whoever taught it to your ass like this? Somebody tell these motherfuckers I'm him. 17 exposed, no rims. Walk all of these just all Tims. Do it knowledge how he tilt that brim. Somebody tell these motherfuckers I'm him. If hip hop is a culture and the culture ain't the business, hip hop is forever living, so the culture can't dead. A throwback to the era of the vinyl and cassette, so let the DJ pull it up.
Y'all better turn it up. Let's go.
Truth, power, and so refined. Supreme equality every time. Oh, so ghetto, but don't promote crime. Sisters holler hands off, that God's mine. Like your hammer, we can settle the BS. I can teach you to be fresh. You're an adolescent mess. Keep it hood, but who you trying to impress? Hip hop's my house, so stop lying to my guests. Substance, content, lacking from your flows. Money holds clothes, isn't all a brother knows. Or is it? Cause if it is, I will suppose. What should I say, suggest? You're rocking with the best. 120 on that cat, no shit. Trey City on the map, look, bitch. Whoever thought it to your ass like this? Somebody tell these motherfuckers I'm him.
Y'all better go tell him I'm him, y'all.
Do the knowledge how he tilt that rim. Somebody tell these motherfuckers I'm him. Supercalifragilistic, ask me I'm the dopest. I was speeding when I wrote this. You can sue me if it's too quick. Tonic and a chew stick. How I do it too. Guess he still got it. How the fuck could I lose it? We can build or destroy. Oh boy, I'm not promoting violence. I'm just killing all the noise. But do the super really have to clap another rapper? Snap a program the record for a little bit of burn. Maybe this 380 or some half-naked ladies in this drop top Mercedes making turntables turn. Stable and firm. Labels concerned. Is he really hot? Motherfucker, this burns.
So hip hop is dead.
Like this record twice, same place, location. Don't get lost in translation. Listen, observe. Proper education always calls an expert to make himself more than complete the cipher. Whoever taught it to your ass like this? Somebody tell these motherfuckers I'm him. 17 that spoke no rims. Block wallabies, just autisms. Do the knowledge how he tilt that rim. Somebody tell these motherfuckers I'm him.
Somebody better tell these cats I'm him. This is off the top. Off the top. PRT, baby. Shout out to Dirty Jersey. Shout out to Jersey, baby. That's my brother Wise Intelligence from Poor Righteous Teachers. We're going to be playing my brother. And can I tell y'all, I got stories all the time, man. Let me open up my lines. And again, let me say this to y'all before we start. Because everybody be like, you peaceful with these dudes. Please don't come to if you come to Sabir's feed, I need you to show me your face if you're new. If you're new, and I want you to show me some receipts. Don't tell me what you heard somewhere on social media. Show me. Like I show you that if you look up saffron, the Moors brought saffron in. Moors brought saffron. Google it. You ain't got to believe Sabir. Google saffron, which is the most expensive herb. And when you punch in Moors, M-O-O-R, and saffron, that's what I mean when I say, show me. Don't tell me now, because I ain't going to argue with you. People like, brother, you be letting these people just go. No, don't come to my feed arguing. Show me some receipts. So if you're going to talk about Islam, whatever, then show me some facts. Okay? Y'all ready? You ready for show? What's up, bro? This is my saffron. My Moorish saffron. So, we're going to have some fun, y'all. So strap in. The link is up. Don't act like you don't see it. But if I invite you, still me coming to be respectful. I invite you on the cipher. I know that you're not used to people allowing you to come on their feed. Okay, I know they don't. But don't take advantage of this. Okay? My brother Marcus.
Peace.
Get myself together, brother. Y'all probably have breakfast, lunch, and dinner now.
Yeah, check it. We live from the cipher. It's the knowledge igniter. Sabir Bay, true speaker, soul provider. Traveling lands with a book in his hand. Dropping gems like grains of sand in the plan. Graffiti walls talking. Breakers keep rocking. MCs flow proper while the DJ's chopping. But knowledge is the key that unlocks the gate. Fifth element, repping, never showing up late.
Come on, baby. Hit that link. I want to talk to you.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Turn it up, let the vinyl play. It ain't just rhymes, beats, tags, or spins. It's the wisdom within, where the change begins. See kings wear crowns, but the wise stay grounded. Every word Sabir drops got the people astounded. History decoded, lies unfolded. Truth on wax got the mainstream corroded. From Philly to Morocco, Spain to LA. Keep building with the youth like the past. Sabir Bay. Turn it up, let the vinyl play.
I'm looking for something, brother. Y'all gotta be able to just rock out with me for a minute. Rock out, I'm looking for something.
Lay quotes like hip-hop is more than music. It's knowledge. Travel and learn. So while the world break dances and it's break his paint, remember real soldiers never move like saints. They teach, they reach, they rise, they elevate. Spears on the front lines, opening gates. So salute to the traveler, cultural ambassador, the fifth element. No gimmick, no amateur. Legacy deep like the roots of the game. Severe Bay, we chanting your name. Chant with crowd call, response still. What's the fifth? Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Turn it up, let the vinyl play. Turn it up, let the vinyl play. Turn it up, let the vinyl play.
What's up, brother Marcus? Hey, listen, this dude said, I just want to jump on. I got a discussion with you. Hold up. Do I have anything? This is the funny part. Hold up. This is my dude. Like, does it have anything to do with subject matter, baby? Listen, if you want to have a conversation with me, brother, let me help you out. You can go support, donate right now, Zelle, PayPal, or Chime. How about that part? Let me put it up there. So in the purple. I just want to have a discussion with you.
Had time to type a lot, though.
You got time to type a lot. You know what I mean? But if it has nothing to do with this particular matter, keep it pushing. I'm fine. Keep trying to tell y'all that. Don't ever think that I'm running. What's up, brother Rob?
Salute, family.
How you
Peace,
feeling?
What's up, Kings?
Peace. You know what the funny part was? Like, dudes be coming on my feed, act like this is their platform and think I'm supposed to feed into what they're talking about. Oh, I gotta say this. Remember that long time ago I used to tell you, brother, Marcus, I don't know if you heard, Rob. There was a remember I told you when we used to have these classes in New Jersey, and all the Moors, we used to have this thing called the Moors Order of the Round Table in Camden, New Jersey, in the Packer building.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stuff that y'all watch on VHS with Val, I was in those rooms. So let me tell you crazy part. I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother Hassan from Hassan Ill from Jersey too. It was fun. He called me today. He said, Sabir, Arsanti want to get in contact with you. Most of y'all don't even know who Arsanti is. Y'all have no idea who Arsanti is. So I'm going to explain this to y'all one more time. Arsanti was one of the sharpest, honestly, Moors. He was sharp. I'm just going to leave it there, right? The boy was so sharp. But let me tell you how crazy corruption is, right? What happened? We used to Todd. I mean, I'll never forget this. Todd was telling us, to stay away from certain stuff, right? So I'm in this room at the Packer building in Camden, New Jersey, and papers was being signed. Now, this is the time when people get a little bit of money, a little bit of power, because it happens with everybody. That's why I never wanted to be a part of nothing, and that's why you never see me wanting to be none of this. Now, I'm telling y'all something. Arsanti probably been locked up over 20-something years. Might have been a little longer, over 20-something years. So we was in court in Camden, New Jersey. Never forget this. I was doing radio, and I was going in, like trying to like play. I went in at first. I used to go to the court hearings a lot, and I'm sitting in the courtroom with my fez on, right? All the Moors in the courtroom. I swear to God, most of them dudes are dead now because they were old back then. They was in their 60s back then, in 70s back then. Our Santi was one of the young cats, which he's around my age. So we all, I'm like, I'm stooping down in the chair when I started finding out what these niggas was, trying to do stuff like accepted for value stuff, right? This is when that was going on. So y'all new to this. All this stuff that you do see, this straw man that's accepted for value stuff, nigga, been there, done that. I used to have the go to the copy setter to make the piece so we could put over top of any bill and say accepted for value. So, mind you, we used to have classes in Camden, New Jersey. I can't wait for our Santi to call. I swear to God, I'm waiting for the call. I told him to text me before he called me. I'm in the courtroom. Dude, I'm sitting in the chair. And they said Moors was trying to accept Lear jets. They said porn was on the jets. It was all kinds of crazy stuff. I said, nigga, look, Mark, I'm in the chair like this. I swear to God, I'm like this.
Say what?
I'm stooping down, nigga. Like I was trying to ease out the courtroom, nigga. When I was hearing this, listen, family, this is real talk. Everybody, when they say all rise, because we don't rise, right? When they say all rise, nigga, it was about 4 or 5 Moors that didn't get up. I'm telling you the story, right? 4 or 5 Moors didn't get up. They're like sitting in the courtroom. Every Moor that was in court had a marshal behind them. I'm not lying, like literally, like standing behind them, right? Them niggas didn't want to get up. What was going on? This is how ill this was back then. These niggas are weak now. Niggas are social media. This is before YouTube, Instagrams, and the Facebooks, right? Real talk. This when YouTube, I think, just started to grade come out, I think. So the reason why all these things happen, and again, I never forget Taj saying, don't do this. When everybody's blaming Brother Taj for stuff, Taj was the one that was saying, don't do X, Y, and Z. Don't do this. Don't chase. Taj will tell you that. He told me that. Mind you, I'm in the room. I never forget this, Marcus. I'm signing the papers. Like, because we used to have a long business table. Everybody would go around and sign their name. That's why I don't sign my name. When Moors run up to me today and say, Sabir, could you sign this? So I like, nigga, I don't even know your character. What you want me to sign? Like, they do this now. They be like, I need 3 signatures, Sabir. Nigga, you don't need my signature on this mug. The Moors don't understand why I'm the way I am. So now I'm giving y'all the layout. When he comes, maybe he may want to talk about it, right? So everybody signs the paper in red. Of course, I can name so many names that y'all probably wouldn't even know. So all of them signs the paper. It goes around the table. And never forget, again, Todd told me don't do that, right? But I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. Nigga, they had files. The feds came to all these niggas, how they was coming in black ops, nigga. They was coming out in black helicopters, nigga. A lot of y'all not. Like, these niggas they ran, like, it was so crazy that they was catching them in a you know how they hit a nigga simultaneously, like literally back to back? They got them in Atlanta at the same time, Philadelphia the same time, Jersey the same time. They was jumping out of mother freaking helicopters, nigga. Black helicopters. And this was the threat that was going on. Not because they was necessarily doing something wrong. Is that y'all don't know the stories of what we were doing. I told you before, it's not too many groups that actually was fighting the system. Okay? These brothers, Arsanti was the sharpest mother freaker bull, killing the game with that, bruh. But he got caught up because some older dudes had porn shit, different shit on the plane. And reason why I'm telling y'all this, man, because you have people to this day. This is why I look at people sideways. I swear, I look at you, be like, nigga, you what? Look how long. Look at everybody that you see came out. Where they at now, right now? Where's all these people that y'all watch right now, and who's still functioning? Taj, still functioning, still going, longevity, right? So when that was going on,
we're going strong,
brother. They hit every last one of these mugs, and Arsanti just reached out to another brother to reach out to me, and I'm watching it. I'm sitting in the room. Y'all look at Val Y'all look at Val's videos. That was VHS, my nigga. That was not CD. That was VHS. It was not that. So as I'm watching this stuff unfold, and I'm gonna be real, this is just me. This is just me. When my brother called me today, I thought about it. I said, what that nigga want to get in contact with me for? But this is the crazy part. I'm gonna be real. And Arsanti and I was cool, right? But he went to jail young. Seriously, he was the youngest out of everybody and stood his ground. But I thought about it for a minute. I said, well, what do you want to get in contact with me for? Like, what do you try to yeah, I'm thinking in my head, like, nigga, what they want
Going down.
But
Right.
listen, but I'm cool. You know what I mean? I ain't got no dirt in my closet, bro. That's the thing about it. I don't have no dirt, so you can't.
Right.
So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he want me to spearhead or spark his whole thing over, and I would love to do that because honestly, y'all have no idea how many great brothers we lost dealing with this, like real people, because y'all don't support the people. Y'all don't give a fudge about anybody, man. Y'all worry about your own, and that's really why I'm the way I am. When people tell me, I don't tell you enough, I tell you enough. I just did a class. How many of y'all went and bought my class? I did a class on the 5th and the 14th Amendment. What, am I lying, Rob? Rob was on there.
No, sir.
I did a class. Right? So I know how this thing go. You can't tempt me. Not with females, not with money. I got to get my charger. So I've been there, done that. So when people try to like bait me into what they want me to debate with, put some money in the plate, baby. That's all. My Zelle, PayPal is up there. If you want me to hold a whole conversation and act like this is your show, I used to do radio. It's called payola. You pay. Radio. Y'all don't know what payola is? You pay to be on the radio.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Pay to play.
That's right.
Time. Very long time.
Yep.
So I've seen, and think of my brother Jar. He was on there too yesterday. So
Peace,
how many?
peace. You're real big.
What's up? What's up, Pigs?
Peace is good.
Hello.
What I'm saying to y'all, why you twitching, nigga? I don't twitch, nigga. I don't itch, nigga. I don't have to itch, nigga. I don't twitch, nigga. I just woke up. You know, I have a little 6-year-old. What's your excuse? I have to rest. I have to rest when she rests. Nigga, why you twitching? Crackhead. Okay, peace, brother. So you don't have nothing to share. I used to sell crack. I might have sold crack to you. Who knows? I ain't told you. I'm transparent. I ain't never been on drugs, nigga. I don't even drink. Do you drink? I drink aqua. You hit me up some aqua.
Water, plenty of it.
Aqua. He don't know what that is. What is aqua? I don't know what that is. It's called water. Okay. So when he reached out to me, I was like, I'm a hear him out. The people want everything for free. Exactly. You can't. You can't get nothing. Listen, you can go to the airport and get $7 worth of water, nigga. I don't even do that, motherfucker. I went in the airport. That water was $7 for a small. It was smaller than this. I said, no, thank you. And you know how they got the free joint. You go to the fountain joint. You just take your joint in. You just fill it up, nigga. I said, I ain't spending $7 on no damn water, nigga. But this is the thing, bro. Like I said, I've seen so much. Seriously, and I heard so much. And again, my brother Arsanti would just to call me. I'm gonna let y'all hear the conversation if he choose to actually talk about it. But I don't think y'all ever, I only witnessed cops coming in the house, nigga. I ain't witnessed niggas jumping out of helicopters. You know what I mean? Like my brother had a homicide. They came to my house, our family's house, looking for everybody, nigga. I remember I was asshole naked, butt naked in the bed with the girl I was dealing with. They came and took everybody 3 o'clock in the morning. My brother that's on my Instagram right now, they went to all of our houses. So don't think that you do that sharp because they watch everything. But for Arsanti, when they came in Arsanti and them, bro, homie, I was saying my name was on those papers. So I swear to God, I was like, my name was on the papers. I was like, that's why I don't sign nothing. When you see people run up, and it's many more as they can spear. I need 3 signatures. Well, you better go get them over there. I ain't signing that because I don't even know your character. I don't know your character.
Yeah, because when you sign something, you vouch for them, right?
That's what it was. Because see, this is the thing that people don't understand, and I share this with people a lot. The Jews needed 3 signatures. My brother said I was hiding. He said I was hiding behind the wall in the basement. I swear, see, y'all think I'm lying. This is my brother. When they care for us, that's my brother. And he said he was hiding behind the wall in the basement. I was in the bed, my nigga. I'm telling you, y'all don't understand it to a nigga. And I come get you like 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when you think you cool. And we still never snitch. And that's the difference with us. We was handcuffed to chairs, nigga. They was talking to us. They would try to get much information. But when you have a snitch, right? Like my brother went to jail. This one too went to jail for somebody snitched on him. We never snitched on nobody. I was shot and still never snitched. And the nigga was in the bed next to me. So I want y'all to understand the difference between these fake people on social media and real life shit. I don't snitch on niggas. I would never. Somebody was trying to come at Rob or come at Marcus. I'm gonna call Rob up. I'm gonna call Marcus up and be like, yo, bro, yo, they told me to do X, Y, and Z to you. So this is the type of, era that we came up in. Real men. These niggas ain't men today.
Okay?
Older generation.
Yep.
Yup. My brother said he was on. Yeah, he was on that body with my brother. See, he was on that body. I could tell you the story about that. He was on that body. That's my other brother that did 20-something years in jail. So we never snitched on nobody. Oh, he did 20-something years in jail, brother. Him too. Him. Yeah. Y'all don't understand. This is real life. So the thing is, it's not about bragging about it. It's that you survived it and you living and you alive. You here to talk about it. These niggas never lived that life that be on these feeds. So they think that it's Sabir, this conscious type dude, right? That didn't do nothing. No, I'm going to tell on myself. I've been in many shootouts, even with crutches. We never told. Niggas are telling this feed right now in a heartbeat. What you want to know about Sabir? That's why you don't know nothing about me. I'm going to throw you off. Look, my brother said feds up. So, again, man, I'm glad my brother Arsanti is home, man. Honestly, he went to jail behind other people who was doing stuff, who was taking this information. And this is where you get that trickle effect of people now who are charging people $3,000 to $4,000 for paperwork. But you would never come to me. And they will always try to talk about me, but not one of them on this social media have the heart to confront me physically or on this feed. And that's why I can say what I say. So I just got up. I have to lay down when my daughter lay down and get some rest while you lazy motherfuckers sit back and want to complain. Okay? So shout out to my brother Arsanti. Hopefully I hear from him soon. And maybe he'll tell y'all the story. And why people walked away from all of this and y'all got scammed by niggas that's running around here selling paperwork. I told you, Jews only need 3 signatures, people. That's all you need is 3 signatures. You don't need a whole bunch of papers, whole bunch of paperworks. You are who you are. That's just the reality. And the crazy part is, the people that y'all are watching, where's my COINTELPRO book at? Which I say go and tell. So let me share this with you.
Go and tell Mo.
Hey, go and tell. I don't even know what I did with my COINTELPRO book, book, bro. It's floating around here somewhere. Yeah, I have a COINTELPRO book. Damn, hold up, man. Where's my book at?
It's in one of them stacks.
Yeah, it's in one of these stacks, brother. I just put it up. But this is the other part about people, right? They'll say stuff like, well, why you always show books, right? Give me 1 second. Where the hell I did it? Well, can't find it. I had it yesterday. Y'all know I got it. So they'll say, why show books, right? Because Negroes don't like to read. They want fairy tale stuff, right? But Thomas Jefferson said a library book is like capital. It lasts long as a house. A library book, it's like capital. It lasts long as a house. See, when you read stuff, even like this, it will open you up to niggas. Oh, it'll open you up. You think these people, listen, fam, I was watching this Muslim. What's his name? He used to be with the Outlaws. He's
Idi
overseas.
Amin
He's overseas now. And he was speaking on Islam, and he
or
was
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi, and he was talking about the Nation of Islam. See, y'all like to join clubs and cliques. I don't belong to no clubs and no cliques, and I'm not obligated to follow any of your craziness. B. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from Philly. Let me tell you something. Philadelphia and the Nation of Islam thing was wild as hell, bro. It was wild, very wild, and there were older dudes, right? Older dude. Okay, thank you, brother, for you have 7 kids. That's good. So I'm sitting back and I'm watching this, and I thought about. I said, "Damn, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can pull it up." And I'm not glorifying this, but he said some real stuff though.
I'm doing this video as a reply to a video that Cam posted. West Coast Cam, who was a rap artist back in the day, used to rap with Ice Cube. He's a West Coast legend, but he's part of the Nation of Islam. So he did a video that he released yesterday, and he mentioned my name, and he also mentioned things about Islam, Sunni Islam, and why the Nation of Islam is the true Islam and the Sunni Islam isn't. Well, first of all, to clarify what Islam is, Islam means submission to the will of God. We worship Allah alone. We believe in the last prophet Muhammad, who came over 1,400 years ago. We don't believe Allah is a man. We don't believe Allah is reincarnated as a man. These are the teachings of the Nation of Islam. We don't believe that there's a prophet or messenger that came after the prophet Muhammad. These are also the teachings of the Nation of Islam. And they also try to say, well, Elijah Muhammad never said he was a prophet. He said he's the messenger. And they also try to say that Allah says in the Quran that, oh, Muhammad, you are the last of the prophets. And he didn't say Muhammad was the last of the messengers. But to clarify that, in order to be a messenger, you have to be a prophet. A messenger is a prophet who came with a new message. Now, going back to one of the things that Cam mentioned, he said that Sunni Muslims basically have blood on their hand for the last 100 years. We've been killing each other. And how the Nation of Islam has been bringing nothing but good to the communities. This is false. As Malcolm X said back in the day, whenever there was time for them to go retaliate against police brutality or against the white man per se, they would not greenlight it. They would always tell them no. He said Elijah Muhammad would never give them permission to fight back against police brutality or to, retribution or revenge of against the white man if they harm black people. He said, but whenever there was time for them to harm a black man, Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam gave them the green light and the permission to do it. My parents were murdered in front of me by members of the Nation of Islam. And we have many, many stories how they harmed the people that they claim that they was defending. So don't say that Sunni Muslims are killing each other and we're false because of that and we have blood on our hand. There's not a nation on earth, unfortunately, where people harm each other. That still doesn't make it.
And this is what he's saying. And I can bear witness to everything he just said. I can bear witness to it. That he's right. I've seen it. And this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you something. Niggas march. These people, the only people that was fighting this system, bruh. I keep trying to tell y'all, whether y'all like it or not. The Moors were coming hard, baby. And then Moors have never stopped. Why? Because it's the right thing, B. If it's wrong, it's wrong. We're going to keep coming, keep coming. If you lock us up, we're going to be inside it recruiting people, not to worship no man, bro. We don't run around and talk about we're going to worship this particular person. And this is why you have these brothers in these groups that have so many people, because they got to say somebody's name 1,000 motherfucking times. Who's scared? Who wants to step on the platform with me? You think it's a game? You think that I'm lying? Yes, they could be very well look good. No doubt they can look good, do the steps and do your foot. And yeah, that's good. You can do all of those beautiful things. Have no issue with it. But like he said, when it's time to really go, when it's been, nigga, I done been around this thing for a long time. Have you ever seen them bust back at anybody? No. Have you ever seen them sit back and talk about human rights? No. Have you ever seen them sit back and talk about the laws? How many put out law dictionaries? I wait. We're not black people, homie. We're not black. No, we're not. And they will play this game with you when this is black and everybody else call themselves brown that's darker than you, but you're black. Don't do that to yourself, family. I don't care if you're one of those people that's in that group. Come on to the cipher, homie. Don't you try to question it or trying to challenge me. You go get them.
What group?
Whatever group, Nation of Islam, 5%, whatever group that you in. Whatever group. So let's go here. It's a fact that Africa is called by the Arabs the brown continent. So tell me, show me any of your stuff. Ain't an Indian fighting these motherfuckers. Because you know why? Sellouts in there too. I just gave you the rundown, brother.
Damn, it's like a pandemic.
Yeah,
For sure.
no doubt. So this is the thing with me. So why would I validate any of these Negroes when I know them? Think about it. Why would I validate them when I read Negroes? Read this book.
Right.
Y'all saw the movie, but read the book. It's much intense.
And the thing is, the way you coming, you ain't being disrespectful at all. You know what I'm saying? And in the doctrines, it says prove all things, and you're just saying, hey, prove what you got.
The Bible
Just
says prove all things and answer what is true.
Absolutely.
Am I lying? The Bible
Nope.
says prove all things and answer what is true. The problem is y'all like to follow people, and that's why y'all failing. I just
Facts.
gave you the whole rundown of what was going on with our Santi. I just gave y'all the rundown. I said in them rooms, I saw it. You think that they didn't attempt? Let me tell you something about me. You think for 1 minute they never tried to tempt me? I told y'all the stories, but it's so subtle. The things are so subtle. Do he like boys? Do he like girls, little girls? What do he like? He like fame. He want to be famous. Nigga, I live in California. Ain't nothing. This is the land of la, bro. And I know that. So only thing you're gonna have it for for a short period of time. And when they're done with you, they're done. And this is why you can sit me in the room with anybody. You can put me in the room with any of these people from the Nation of Islam to the 5%er to the gods of the earth, or the Moors, whoever you think is that great. And I'm gonna sit back and just listen. Have you seen me on Sunday the show? What do? I sit back when I'm on somebody's show. And what do? I'm patient because that's what my name means. I'm listening to you. And I'm going to answer everything. When I was on Sunday the show, what did I ask them, brother Marcus? Was you on there, Marcus? Or Rob? When I asked them, can you copyright the word of God? And they looked at dumbfounded. It was like, huh? What the hell are you talking about? They ain't even respond. And I said, always research the researcher. That's what I said.
That question always gets the funniest looks.
Dude, my brother Jamal said, did you see their eyes when you said that, Sabir? These were Hebrew Israelites on Sunday the show. There were many of these people on that show. And not one of them addressed the issue of the miska. They didn't even know what the miska was. I was like,
The Wahido.
they didn't even know what Tawahido was. You follow me? Somebody said, I wouldn't care if Sabir was a Mormon, if he dropped the signs. I'm a Mormon too. You know why? I am the Mormon.
More man.
broke down the prefix and the suffix.
Oh, there it is, brother. You want to go there with me?
Yes, sir.
Do they really want to go there with me? Do they really want to go there with me, homie? See, this
My
is
man, book Spider-Man.
Yo, Spider-Man. Hold up. Have you ever been to Joseph Smith's places? They have one out here in California. They have one in Philadelphia. I went to the one in Philadelphia too. I used to talk to the Mormons. Where you think he got this information from, nigga? You think I ain't having, nigga? I'm Spider-Man, nigga. Whoosh. If you truly did the research on the Mormons, you would know that they're descendants of the Moors. Where did Joseph Smith get his information from?
Makes a lot of sense, bro. Hey,
Where do you think the Kabbalah come from? The Kaaba or Kaaba? Keep trying to tell you, I'm good at what I do. Oh, you want to talk about the Book of Enoch too? Or you want to talk about the Kaaba Nigas? Which one you want to talk about? I told you, got to have it on deck. They not bringing this. They're not bringing us in these groups, bro. I know every last one of them. Every last one of these people that you cheerlead. And this is why when I said, brother, you can set up 20 of these best people that you know on any of these platforms and watch how this flow. I'm not just telling you, I've been to places that will blow your freaking mind. That will blow your mind. So bear with me 1 second. This is what people love right here. Y'all ready? This is what people love. If I'm wrong, go bring your people that's in your organizations to the cipher. Y'all better hurry up and tweet it out if you can. Tweet it out. Okay, let's go. Now, she may be a little emotional talking about white supremacy because white supremacy is a theory. It's not even a fact. But let's listen up.
Unity is at the point of no return, and that it is irreversible is because you ninjas support people like Dr. Umar Johnson and Charleston White. Because black people are desperately looking for some type of leader to talk for them. You guys are not using any critical thinking skills. You guys are not willing to assess and dissect these people's character. Point blank, period. Let's start with Charleston White. Charleston White said recently that Kendrick Lamar's performance was trash because of symbolism, right? He is the same individual that come online drenched in Confederate flag attire, which is symbolism for white supremacy. He is the same individual that came up here and completely and totally disrespected and humiliated a disabled little girl that is not a gang member. Because remember, he built his platform off assassinating the character of a gang member.
Better listen.
He came up here and said how ninjas was stupid, we dumb, we unaliving each other, we ain't never gonna be shit, ain't gonna. He built his platform off that. But in the same breath, he is putting Kendrick Lamar down for being the complete opposite of what he is trying to assassinate. Make this make sense. He is absolutely fucking miserable. Nothing is never good enough for him. And this is the person that you guys choose to fucking support. It's fucking mind-blowing and regurgitating. Let's get on Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson, no exaggeration. If you don't believe me, do your own fucking research. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it at all. Okay? This is the black man that y'all put in the forefront, and he has children by multiple women. He has children by women that he never chose to marry. Let's start there. Let's start there. He has been collecting money over 15 years for two abandoned buildings that's not up to code. Okay, that's not up to code. That he owes over $50,000 to $60,000 worth of taxes on, allegedly. It's fucking public knowledge. Allegedly. Umar Johnson mother is still on fucking Section 8 and he is traveling the world. Allegedly.
You're not allegedly. It's
y'all
true.
mother. See, what I don't understand about y'all is y'all research what y'all want to research. Yep. Why don't you research some shit that matters? Okay. Umar Johnson has even went as far as telling black women that he will take them out on a fucking date if they donate to the fucking school. Allegedly. It's fucking public knowledge. It's fucking public knowledge. This is the same individual that come up here and tell y'all how to spend y'all money and tell y'all how to raise y'all kids. But we never ever seen Dr. Umar kids, and we've never heard any stories regarding his children. Why do y'all think this stuff is this? I mean, this is public fucking knowledge. You guys will follow any and everybody, and it's fucking disgusting. Honest to God. Honest to God.
Yo, it's crazy. He said, boy, we done. And this is the crazy
part. The average Negro to me.
Yeah, she was on point.
Yes, he was, right? Even Hassan Campbell, this nigga got molested. Now he's nigga. I think he be paying for his followers. These niggas are following these dumbass people. So yeah, brother, he's kicking knowledge. Hassan Campbell is not built like that either, brother. Nigga, you can't tell me you was poked by a nigga and you like that. Stop it.
Oops.
No, sir.
Stop it. Terrence Howard even said, your manhood, nigga. I was doing this since I was 14, nigga. I know the difference between a guy and a girl. I do know that. Nigga, if you 18, 20 years old, nigga, you should know that too. So this is the thing that people, y'all like. Y'all love gossip. And this is why the European keep pushing it to you. You don't want this type of knowledge. You don't want Sabir to bring you this, right? You want this. This is what black people want. You ready? That's why I said the Crusades ain't never stop, baby. Hold up. This is what people love. Who cares? How many of y'all paid women for coochie? Hassan, you ain't see what she said about Umar Johnson? This is what niggas like right here. He offered a rape accuser at least 10 million. So who cares? This is what Umar Johnson talks about. Was it a snow bunny? He said, I'm going to back you, Shannon Sharp, if you leave snow bunnies alone, as if Umar Johnson has authority like that. Nigga, please. And guess who posted it up here? Somebody go get Boyce Watkins on the line for me, and let's talk about money. Ask Boyce Watkins why he don't talk about what real money is. He talking about your black dollar when there is no such thing as a black dollar. Push B for black.
Right.
Somebody get Boyce Watkins on the line. Could y'all all do me a favor and share this to Boyce Watkins real quick?
I can't, man. I'm trying to find my black dollars. I'm sorry.
No, seriously. So I'm just trying to figure it out, because last time I checked it was green, right?
Right.
Okay. So somebody sent us to Boyce Watkins, see if you want to sit on and sit and talk with me. So he pushed this out here for what? Emotionalism. I'm going to explain these things to y'all. Y'all follow me? This is irrelevant. This is irrelevant subjects to me, bro.
Absolutely. It's a distraction like a mug.
Oh, I'm gonna show you why this is a distraction. You want to see why?
What's up?
Oh, you want to see why this is a distraction?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever read this before? How many of y'all read this? Bear with me. How many of y'all read this before?
Rex and back.
Y'all don't have this. Y'all should really get it. I have the whole book, y'all. So y'all can email me. I can send the book to you. Okay? Y'all should really have it. So when you stay ready, you have to get ready. So let me show you what it says. I had this for 27 years, B. 27 years I had this book. Look what it says. Black, Indians, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, and poor white people. For 27 years, I had this document. I can spit this whole document from the top of my head to tell you what it is. But let me just show y'all what it is, okay? You ready? Watch this. Let me help y'all out. And I see y'all on, they scared to come on this feed. I ain't gonna get on Sabir feed because he might call me a tether. That's Tariq's show. That's the wrong one. Wrong show. So let's go over here for 1 second. You see what it says? Keep the adult public attention diverted away from real social issues and captivated by matters of no real importance. What's happening with Shannon Sharp has nothing to do with me.
Captivated.
Now watch this. I'm gonna walk y'all through this to show y'all how the Crusades has switched up just a little bit. That's why I say, is it still in full effect? You're going to get it eventually, because all this has something to do. Keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, real history. Which one of these groups is teaching that? I wait. Oh, the Moors. My bad. The Moors are. Let's move forward. Keep the public entertained below a 6th grade level. Yeah, that's why the Daily News is written on a 6th grade level.
Social media, boy.
6 years wasted.
Now this is 1969. Keep the public busy, but no time to think back on the farm with the other animals. We're not in tune with nature. That's why we don't know when something's great happen.
I got work these 2 jobs, brother. Got work these jobs.
Listen, job is just over broke. Lose your job and find your work. How about that part?
It's a bit. The killer part to me is it's labeled under a diversion summary.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
This is the weird part. Look what it says right here. To do, right? Keep public ignorant. That is true. Access control points. That is true too. Create preoccupation. Attack the family. Tell me if this is not happening.
Man,
we're not using cash anymore. We're using credit.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk y'all into something. Okay. I'm gonna show you how simple this is. To do or get less public organization, require reactions and outputs. What you just saw with that Shannon Sharp thing is reactions and outputs. It's your reaction. They want to know your reaction so they know how to move. And that's what public relations are about.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Lower your defense. Niggas lower their defense. Ungodly. All this is happening, right? Bear with me. Give me 1 second. Let me know if I'm wrong, right? Let me know, because I'm telling you, y'all should get the book. And it says more self-indulge. What? And what? Data? Nigga. They said data back in 1969?
Hmm.
Bro, hold up. This is why
Damn.
all of these people that you see on social media can't handle me, because they don't know where I'm gonna come from. Because you know
More
what?
data. Gotta get a blue check. More data.
Hmm.
I live this, bro, for real, for real. I know how they play their game. And that's why I said, you think they didn't come. You know, my boy that was in Indiana? No, what he from? Alabama. You know what he said to me? His attorney friend watches me. And he said, Sabir is the type of person that we will actually bring into a room and keep everybody else outside, thinking that you could get in my head. Can't get in my head, brother, because I know the game. And I keep trying to tell you that street thing, boy. Sometimes that come in handy. So let me show you why I'm saying this, people. Have you ever read this book right here? I'm going to help y'all out. Now, remember, it said give them credit, no money, right? How many of y'all ever read this book right here? Bear with me. If you did, I'm gonna test you on it.
The creature from Jekyll Island.
Nigga. Yeah. Oh my God. I had this one for a long time too. I got to find my original. But I do have this one too. But this is kind of funny, right? Oh, it would tell you about the money system, brother. The Federal Reserve notes all. Let me tell you how ill this is. Let me tell you how ill this is, right? Let me just give y'all this. This is the if you look inside that eagle, right? Can you look inside the eagle? Everything is symbolisms, people. What if I took an ink pen and drew inside that them some stars up there? What do you think it is? Can you just look at it? Keep staring at it. You ever see those things that they say keep staring at it? Keep staring.
The star, David, the 6 point star.
Looks like
Yeah,
the six.
it's the Star of David.
Mm-hmm.
If you take an ink pen and you draw it in.
Mm.
So why would the pyramid, right? The pyramid say the great
Mm-hmm.
seal? And why is this on here? If the pyramid is the great seal on the dollar bill, then they never changed the dollar bill. They changed everything else but the dollar bill, the fives, the tens, the 20s, the 50s, the hundreds. Have y'all noticed that? Why haven't you noticed they never changed the dollar bill? Y'all should start asking questions.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Hold up. Y'all should really be having common sense and really logic to think about these things. And niggas say we don't need to read. Common sense and logic or critical thinking. Which one do you want?
Hmm.
And people say, well, you just show books a bit. If I was trying to control you, I wouldn't show you nothing. I
Hmm.
wouldn't show you nothing.
Truth.
So if you ever look at the dollar bill that's in your pocket, I'm going to give y'all some basic stuff, okay? I told you that's the Star of David, right? Bam. So why is the pyramid saying the Great Seal? You got a dollar in your pocket? Why is it for to make a dollar bill? Y'all should be thinking about these things.
4 quarters.
Your four cardinal points: fire, earth, air, water, winter, summer, spring, and fall, north, south, east, west. That's your four cardinal points. You could take a quarter, and on everybody's fez, every Morris fez on the original fez, it has four holes on the top of them. Y'all don't get the science yet? Okay,
Hmm.
we'll come back to that. Factual. Put me in the room with your best scholars and see how this go. I keep trying to tell you how far back I go with this. I'm the one that they keep away from you. Now go do your research on it. If you think this is far fetched, this is called science, not
As
religion.
above, so below.
So
Hmm.
if you ever read the dollar bill, it says Federal Reserve note. Did I just say that?
Yep, you sure did.
The banks can't loan credit, it can only loan its money. Think about it. Study the bank and bank laws. I did that too. Study the bank and bank laws.
Hmm.
They can only loan their money. They can't loan credit. So why? This type of stuff pops up. You got to understand the Crusades. Hold up. You have to understand the Crusades in the Inquisition. It works different now. It's a little different now. They ain't gonna do what they did back then. They're gonna use Negroes once they educate you. It never stopped. No, 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 no. Never stopped. It's totally different. Anybody wants to try to rebut what I'm saying, you better go have your facts, baby. So if you look at the dollar bill, and if it says Federal Reserve note, it says the Bank of, am I lying? Chicago, whatever state that you in, the state of whatever, whatever. It says it. Go read it. Go pull out the dollar bill. And let me tell you the ill part about this. Do you anybody got a $20 bill in their pocket, or a $50 bill in their pocket, or $100
Yep.
bill in their pocket? Let me see. Let me see if you can peep what is on there. Look at it. Now I'm going to take you back for a second.
Way back.
Back in time. Y'all don't understand what was going on with Gaddafi, Toure. What's that brother name? What's that brother name in brother? Toure, I think that's his name. Okay, Burkina Faso.
Yeah, Burkina Faso. Yeah, Toure.
And he was talking about, what was he talking about? Gold,
Well,
right?
Yep, the gold.
So what was Gaddafi talking about?
Well, because he was trying to centralize the currency in Africa.
But it was gold.
Gold, but yeah.
Okay, so what does this say in here? No
Article 1, Section 10.
No debt can be paid other than what?
Gold and silver.
Okay, then you tell me. So how much silver do you have on you? How much silver do you have on you? Think about it. This is money I got on me. This is real silver from Mexico.
It's actually worth something. Got you.
So go. What did I just tell you? Look up, bro. The dollar bill or your $50 bill, $100 bill. Okay, so let me show you how you examine things for real, for real.
Got you.
Look inside there. Now, remember, I told you they changed all of the other bills except the dollar, because the dollar has a meaning behind it. Go look on there, right? And tell me if you can see gold and silver inside there. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to look at. It's right there. Go look at the numbers.
That number 20 right here.
There you go.
Yeah, it's gold.
It's a silver part there, too.
Okay.
Down
Yeah,
there.
the lower right.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So, let me explain this to y'all, how they trying to get back to it, but you don't get it, and you carry it in your pocket. This is real silver, which I have on my wrist. This is real silver I have. This is real silver. Y'all don't get it yet? It's very simple. Do they teach? Is Boyce Watkins teaching this? So how could you pay a debt with a debt note?
IOU.
Think about it. So I just want to know if Boyce Watkins is teaching this, because he's telling you your black dollar. Your black dollar when the dollar bills are green. It's basically current. Let me explain to y'all the current, because y'all like to say current, right? Do you know that certain bills is not worth nothing in certain countries? I can take this silver and melt this silver down and melt this silver down, and I can trade with this mug, bro. Oh, y'all not getting this, man. So how much silver do niggas have on them? Think about it. You rather
Got silverware.
you may know they got German silverware in their house, because nigga, that's what they got. German stuff in their house. It's like they got Chinese stuff in their house. Majority of your houses got China ware, and y'all worrying about China, but you got everything made in China in your house. Go read it. Made in China. You talking about Chinese people? Everything says made in China. See how many Chinese people got American stuff in their house? Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, right?
Right.
Yo, y'all better use some critical thinking, man. These niggas got you over here arguing black and white and Indian, black Indian, and da 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 da. Nigga, you ain't running nothing. I told you the most expensive herb out is this stuff by the Moors. It's called saffron. Go Google saffron in the Moors. This is the most expensive herb, and you don't even want to deal with it. It's $300 an ounce. But you distracted by nonsense on social media. This is crazy, ain't it? Very, very crazy. So let me show you something, how crazy this really is. You ready? But like my boy, somebody text me saying, man, this is like $1 million worth of game, brother. It is. but I wish I could get $1 million. Y'all can go to my Zelle and PayPal and support. You definitely could do that. The banner is right there if you would like to. But let me show you how crazy it is, because y'all talk about scams, right? What's up, brother Lance?
What's up, Lance? Peace, bro.
So, you want to talk about scams? I would love to be at this place right here. Don't the hell with the messenger. Get the message, people. Watch this. Watch this. Pay attention. This is the type of debates I like. Not these niggas that trying to argue that they black Indians or they foundational black Americans, because they have no facts. But I love the way this dude did this. Pay attention to this, brother. For all you want to push your kids into school, hold up. For all you want to push your children in their school system and get this, lies. Hold up. I found my COINTELPRO book, bro.
Go and tell Mo.
Or the miseducation.
I was just reading that.
You should get the education of the Negro. It's over there somewhere. I have
Okay.
the education of the Negro sitting down there somewhere. But listen to this crazy stuff right here. I love this though, bro.
I want to hear what your biggest gun is.
Well, let's do it this way. Why don't you tell me something and we can? I have
Sure.
lots of opinions. So.
Awesome. All right. I don't think college is a scam. So,
Okay.
and I mean, I don't know if you agree with that, but it's on all your shirts, so I would
Sure.
assume you agree
Well,
with that.
I did write a book. So how about this? What would you say is a scam?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of on you to tell me what the scam is, because you're making the
No,
claim
let's
here,
define
right?
what a scam. Can we agree
Oh,
on
yeah.
what a scam
Can you give me a
is? So,
definition first? Because you're the
how
one making the
about-
claim.
How about if 40% of your customers don't get the product?
Sure.
Is that a scam?
Well, I mean, it kind of depends on like what your promise was when you gave the product in the first place, right?
Okay. So how about if you go to Chili's and 40% of your customers get food poisoning?
I kind of reject your equivalency here, because you're saying that there's an actual necessary like return on what you're asking for, when college in and of itself doesn't necessarily say that you're going to get this. There
No,
might
no.
be a hold on.
How about graduation
There might be a
rate?
cultural. There might be a cultural.
I'm talking
like-
about a graduation. So what is the national graduation rate?
I mean, you tell me.
59%. How many
Okay.
of you know someone that dropped out of college? Everyone hand goes up. Yes.
Hmm.
1% of kids that go to college do not drop out.
Yeah.
What percentage of kids that graduate college get jobs that do not require a college degree 10 years after graduating?
I'm not sure.
Over half.
Okay.
So the degree is useless for over
Well,
half
I feel like
of the,
hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. You just spoke.
So
Let me-
no, debate
All right,
those two
fair
things. Graduation rate and whether or not a college degree is useful in the marketplace.
Well, I mean, you're kind of saying that like because people aren't, or like they're not, I guess, using their degree 10 years from like when they got it, that necessarily means that like college is useless. But you're kind of like forgetting, like if I do a job, right? Like any of the people working here, right? They work for you maybe 2 years, work at Turning Point, right? They take skills that they learn with them to a new job. So not necessarily that they are using everything they learned at this job and then taking it to the next one. They could be just like doing something completely different. So you could say that maybe their work here was useless, but you probably wouldn't think that, right? I think it's kind of the same thing with college, except that like you might not necessarily use your degree, but you're using skills that you got at college for your next job. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you
Right,
have to
but
use it in the future.
I want to make sure you're understanding what I'm saying. The job that they get does not require them to have a degree. So they could have gotten that job out of high school.
Sure.
Mhm.
Could have got the skills without the
Well, I
$100,000 in debt.
You're kind of like skipping the midpoint here, right? Because like if you learn something and then don't necessarily like use it at your next job, that doesn't necessarily mean what you learned before was like useless.
Okay,
So,
so
I think you're predicating this
what-
on like
what-
that college
what do
has
you
to
learn-
be something that you use in the future,
the
right?
vast majority of
Or the
students
sorry.
that enter college, what do you think they learn that is most useful in the marketplace?
Oh, that's a great question. There's so many things that you can use. You have interpersonal people skills. You have the ability to speak. You have communication classes
do
where
that
you learn
every
how to
day.
make a speech, like I'm doing right now.
So you think
have plenty of different things.
college is necessary to learn to give a speech, or
I mean, probably
interpersonal?
not necessary, but
Not necessary. Okay.
Well, hold on, because then my claim was never it's necessary. Your claim was that college is a scam, and I'm not saying it's necessary. You're just saying it's a scam. So
Well-
you have to disprove that claim right
No,
now.
so a scam would be that if 10% or 20% of your customers do not get the value of what is being offered. For example, if half
okay,
of
define value.
the promise that is guaranteed. So for
What's
example,
the promise? Tell me the promise.
the promise for you go to Cal State Fullerton's website, it says achieve greatness.
So you can't achieve. So
Hold
like
on,
what? They're
let-
they're scamming people because they're not
Let-
achieving greatness.
If you're going to interrupt me like every 10 seconds,
Okay, fair
this is
enough.
not much of a dialogue.
All right, that's
so
fair enough.
it's more of like a prosecution.
Okay, I got you.
That's fine. I'm happy to
No.
whichever speed you want to
You're
go at.
right. You're right. I'm sorry.
So you go to the website, it says achieve greatness to prepare students for the 21st century and ever evolving job market. according to statistics, half of graduates from this university will end up getting jobs of which they never had to go to college in the first place. They never had to get the piece of paper. They never had to go into debt, and they never had to spend 4 years
going
here.
to debt.
If you went to United Airlines, if you went to a bank, and 10, 20, 30% of their promises were a lot different, or what they deliver were different than the promises of what they say, we would shut them down as a scam and saying they're lying to their customers. In fact, we do this all the time. We do this to websites that say, hey, take this pill and this supplement, and you're going to be XYZ stronger, or you're going to lose all this weight. We shut down industries all the time for misleading their customers. So, for example, my question for this, when you guys enrolled at this university, did you know that if you're studying sociology, more likely than not, you're going to end up in a job market where that piece of paper is not actually a factor in future employment? Was that part of when you signed up here? Did you know that? Most people don't.
I mean,
actually.
Personally, I did. But,
okay, well then you're an informed consumer.
I'm gonna. So, I guess like what you're making this claim off of is that like college makes a promise, right? That you are going to be able to use your certificate that you get from the school in your future job, right? That's the claim that you're making, from what I'm aware.
One of several. Right? I wrote a whole book about why it's a scam,
but I'm just talking about what you're saying in front of me.
That's
right?
correct. So there's a promise made to a consumer, a big amount of money borrowed, and that promise is not fulfilled far too often. I would say 30 to 40% of the time minimum, 50 to 60% of the time.
Okay, so what you're saying right now is, because I asked you, I said, where do they specifically say that you are guaranteed a job, right? Because that's what you're saying.
Hold on, it's embedded in the experience. Anyone, is somebody here because they think their life is going to be worse because they go to college?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Now listen me explain this to y'all. See, this is the conditioning that Edward Bernays and I was talking about. In case y'all don't know who Edward Bernays and them are, but this is Edward Bernays.
Propaganda. Yes, sir.
Engineering consent. Right? Did I have to go to school to actually produce my radio show? I never went to school for radio. I produced my show, hosted my show, engineered my show. So bear with me. If you don't know, this is his uncle, Sigmund Freud. Did I have to go to school to know about these things? But you could put me in a room. Like, that's why Malcolm went to Harvard and murdered everybody that was in there with an 8th grade education. So I remember we was in New York. Karras once said they brought him to Brooklyn Museum. Karras once said universities, he never even went to college. He went to the 8th grade, but they paid him to come to a university that you get in debt with. Damn, he said, you go in debt and they pay me the money that you pay for your university. Oh my God, y'all didn't just get that. How, Sway? You know why? I'm gonna put my banner up here, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna put my banner up, but hopefully y'all can support what I'm doing, because you know why? They're taking your time. Taking your time. Let's go, put the banner up. Listen to this rhyme. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't lose your mind. Rise up and shine. They taking your time.
Listen to this rhyme. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise up and shine. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. 11 million people unemployed and I'm one of them. I grew up with the rats and roaches, I had fun with them. Fly sneaks and fine clothes, I had none of them. But when it came to MC rhymes, I had a ton of them. People told me go get a job, I would run from them. I saw the workforce and work was no fun for them. No beach, no mountain and no sun for them. With slave driving bosses, why would I come under them? So at 7 a.m. you wake up from sleep. At 7 a.m. I wake up and take a leak. At 7:05 you got slippers on your feet. At 7:07 I'm going right back to sleep. At 7:15 you thinking about today's meeting. At 7:30 a.m. my friend I'm still sleeping. At 7:45 your phone start beeping. Old text messages from yesterday's meeting. 8 a.m. you're leaving, it's freezing. You're feeling unworthy, trying to get to work before 9:30. Now I'm 45, I'm just turning over. Now I'm 45, man, you looking over your shoulder. Here comes the boss, looking for that folder. And you know within the folder you didn't meet your quota. Now 11 o'clock's up on ya. Your boss says, where where's the folder? And you feel like you are goner. Well, you simply gotta make it up. But 11 o'clock pops KRS just waking up. Linger in the bed to about 11:30. Spit a morning prayer. I hope heaven heard me. Stand up at about 12 o'clock. You on your lunch break. I'm just eating breakfast, vegetarian cupcakes. 1 o'clock, you back at your desk, back at the office, back in distress. Your desk is a mess. Listen to this rhyme, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise up and shine, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. You doing your best, but your best ain't enough. You wanna do less, but less makes it rough. It's 101 in the public and private sector. Either way, I'm giving a conference at 4 p.m. a lecture. Topic, while I check my other appointments, is hip-hop as a culture and lifetime employment. See, back in the days, to avoid getting jerked, we was told to go to college in case rap didn't work. Now today, not to be so hurt, you better know how to rap case your degree don't work. Man, you better get the lesson and stop stressing. MC and the DJ and the high-paying professions. Front if you need to. Don't let them deceive you. You ain't gotta believe me. It's time you believe you. Listen to this rhyme. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise up and shine. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind.
This is weird how everything is off the top, Brother Marcus. Ain't that how it flows? I didn't have to go to school for that. So the best business people on the streets, we didn't go to college to know how to cook cocaine or heroin, did we? No. We didn't go to college or university to know how to count money. That's called accounting. So there was dudes in my neighborhood. We used to count like 100 to 50, $100,000 by hand, not by machine, by hand. You didn't have to go to school to be a businessman, Boyce Watkins. You were trained in the school system. And what it is, when they train you, they're training you to take advantage of someone else, if that makes sense. They're training you to take advantage of someone else. Most people do mortgages, don't even know that's a dead pledge, but niggas will still go out there because you know why? I got to get that bread, bro. You know what's wrong. So you see why it's hard for me to really deal with certain things, brother. It's the righteousness in me. I can't. I'd be like,
Yep.
I'd be like, nigga, no, I can't do that. I have to find another field. Let's go over here. I gotta find something else because I can't do that, brother. Because I can have a lot of money ripping y'all off. I'm gonna be real with you. I just can't do that. It's not in my nature to do that. So this is why people, before they pass away, right? When people pass away, they try to repent. I don't know if you notice or not. They try to forgive the sins that they have done. That's what niggas do too. The Pope just did that too. You know that, right? You know the Pope just had to release the sins because the Catholic Church was a mug. I don't know if you know this or not. But let's go with what the Pope said real quick. Watch what the Pope said. Now, the Crusades, they was killing Christians, Jews, and Muslims in the Crusades. Not just Muslims, Christians, Jews, and Muslims. But listen to what the Pope said. Listen to what the girl said. Hold up.
Pope Francis died today, and the last message he had for the world was advocating for Palestine. His last message before his death was stop the genocide and suffering in Gaza.
Damn.
Imagine the kind of person you have to be to, on your deathbed, instead of worrying about yourself, to be advocating for people who are not like you, who don't speak the same language as you, who maybe don't even believe the same things as you, but you know in your heart what is right and you fight for those oppressed people anyway. He really was the true embodiment of Christianity, of the love and mercy of God. And this may have been the last time that he could advocate for Palestinians, but it was far from the only time.
It's called cleaning your slate, nigga. Like I want to go into Jenna. I want to. That's what happens. So he wasn't really. He was like, I want to make sure I'm right with God before I do anything else. I want to make sure I'm right. So y'all should do what's right too. You know, certain stuff is wrong. This is why they say lose your job and find your work. And this is the thing. Everybody has a purpose in life. My purpose, I guess, is to do what I'm doing. I don't get $100,000. I don't even get super chats on here, y'all. I don't get super chat. They stopped me because I was telling y'all too much information. Right? So things like this pop up. Bear with me. Y'all want to talk about scams? I'm gonna show you how we follow in their footsteps. You ready? Remember when what the dude talked about the college was a scam, right? Let's go here.
Past couple of years, Jay-Z's Rock Nation School has been giving out full scholarships to low-income kids with the promise that they would graduate debt-free. Now those same kids are getting hit with bills for $20,000, $30,000, even $40,000. All these kids thought the same thing, that full scholarship meant full ride. But the school only covered tuition, not housing, meals, student fees, health insurance, which all added up to over $20,000 per year. The problem is the school did not make that clear in their offer. They literally used the phrase graduate without debt in their marketing. Then when they got in some hot water, they quietly changed it to tuition free on their website. They promised guest appearances and speeches from Rihanna and DJ Khaled that they did not deliver on, and said these kids were going to get to work in a professional studio, when in reality it was just little DIY MIDI keyboard stations set up in a classroom. The real problem with this is they used misleading marketing to take advantage of unsuspecting kids, and they ended up hurting the same kids they said they were trying to help. Rock Nation and Jay-Z still have not responded to any of these student claims. I guess this is just what happens when you get celebrity brands involved in education. They sell you a dream with no accountability. Over the past couple of years, Jay-Z's Rock Nation School has been giving out full scholarships to low-income kids with the promise that they would graduate debt-free. Now those same kids are getting hit with bills for $20,000, $30,000, even $40,000. All these kids thought the same thing, that full scholarship meant full ride. But the school only covered tuition, not housing, meals, student fees, health insurance, which all added up to over $20,000 per year. The problem is the school did not make that clear in their offer. They literally used the phrase graduate without debt in their marketing. Then when they got in some hot water, they quietly changed it to tuition free on their website. They promised guest appearances and speeches from Rihanna and DJ Khaled that they did not deliver on, and said these kids were going to get to work in a professional studio, when in reality it was just little DIY MIDI keyboard stations set up in a classroom. The real problem with this is they used misleading marketing to take advantage of unsuspecting kids, and they ended up hurting the same kids they said they were trying to help. Rock Nation and Jay-Z still have not responded to any of these student claims. I guess this is just what happens when you get celebrity brands involved in education.
But you see what the guy was talking about? That's what he meant by scams. That's what the dude was arguing. But you don't want to hear it from Sabir. You wouldn't take my class and show y'all what's going on, because all of y'all are part of the problem. You're part of the problem. These cats ain't telling you about no state constitutions on none of these feeds. These cats is not telling you about no federal constitution. I did a class what was it, Sunday, Brother Jar? Right? On the 5th and the 14th Amendment.
Yep, the 5th and the 14th.
5th and 14th Amendment, right? And my brother had every book, and I'm having him read out the books from constitutional law down, right? But you wouldn't pay $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to Sabir Bey. You wouldn't even, nobody even went to my Zella, PayPal, and Chime yet. Have y'all noticed that? You didn't go there yet. But you want me to give everything to you on here. Stop it. Stop. You can drop me in the room with whoever you think is that great, and I'm going to break it down and talk about how deeds are dead pledges. I can tell you how your banks can't loan credit, only it's money. They never told you how to pay the debt back. But you, in your crazy head, because you've been conditioned, and this is what Frantz Fanon was talking about. Frantz Fanon said this. This is what Frantz Fanon said. Oh, damn, I'm pulling them out here. Frantz Fanon said that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses himself. I'm going to repeat this one more time.
So you shouldn't get a mortgage, bro?
Huh?
So you shouldn't get a mortgage?
I didn't know. It's up to you what you want to get. But this is the key that I tell people. Understanding the contracts.
Right.
Understand the rules. This is the thing. I'm going to give you an example of how this worked for me one time. I don't know. They used to have this cable company. I forgot what it's called. It used to be on, what is it, Delaware Avenue? Not Delaware. Is it Delaware Avenue? What's in Philadelphia? It's been so long ago, right? You know how you used to have to go to the cable company, right? You know, and pay your cable bill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I remember I'm in the window and I'm holding up the line, and they give you a piece of paper, right? As I'm sitting there, the lady said, "Oh, just sign it." I said, "No, miss, hold up. I want to see what's on this motherfucker before I sign." So she said, "You holding up the line? That's very good." But I'm reading. So when I do things, I'm doing it for everybody else too to see. So I'm sitting in at the cable company, and I'm sitting there looking at every word on the piece of paper. Does it apply to me? Does it not apply to me? Does this not apply to me? Does that not apply to me? Okay, how much? Okay, well, I got to do this and I got to do. Oh no, I'm not going to do this because What we do, brother, we automatically sign things, and they give you a stack of papers. Do you really think an attorney works for you, my nigga? They don't. They gonna say, I'm gonna give it to my attorney. My attorney then they're gonna be like, okay, let's go sign it. That's the game they play. So you take it home and you sit back and be like, okay, let me go through all these. I told you I can come on as a consultant with somebody. Go get a house or whatever. Pay me. I look at the paperwork. I ain't got nothing but time. So
I'm gonna talk to you, bro. I got to rap with
the
you.
crazy part is like seeing this shit happen. I'm like blown, dude. Like the lady in the cable company, she said, well, excuse me, could you just sign it? I said, no, I'm not just signing it. I'm chill. You want me to go pull out my contract laws? I understand. This is a contract on his feed right now for all of y'all that don't know that. So I want everybody on my feed to drop $100 right now.
Yeah.
I'm being real with this is a contract. So they notice. You ever see the skits in the barbershop when the dudes go in the barbershop, they sit in the chair and say, my man, how much is this? How much is the cut? And they agree to put the drape on him and he nigga be out the door. He said $100. Who the hell in their right mind would pay $200 or $300 for a haircut? Nigga, my hair grows like in 2 days. I'm glad I got locks though now, but I'm just saying, niggas, I can't. This is how crazy we worry about more of grooming ourselves instead of educating ourselves. That's crazy.
Very
right?
true.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something. I used to cut hair, literally. Somebody got some stuff in their background. They got to mute your mic. So the wall clippers are German clippers. I cut my children's hair. I was the first person to cut my children's hair. I never went to school for that either, but I can cut. I need to buy me some more clippers too. I haven't cut hair in a while, but I still got it. And it's like riding a bike. Once you get it, you got it. You follow me? So if I see they make, because we was paying $15, about $8, I think, for haircuts at one time.
Yep. I used to cut my daddy's hair all day.
Come out here. My homie, she does hair out here. She just did Marshawn. What's that the football player's name? Used to be
Marshawn Lynch.
I'm sitting there while she cutting this nigga hair, right? Nigga, that cut was like I think it was almost $200. I'm sitting there, what? You don't know how much a haircut costs, bro? Go listen, go online.
No, I know how much a haircut costs, and it don't cost that.
No, out here, my nigga, they got vans. Go look it up right now. How much a haircut costs in California? These cats that pull up. You don't even understand how much president's haircuts cut. I think they like 500. You crazy?
Shit.
Y'all crazy? We know the price of everything but the value of nothing. And that's why I said I'm giving y'all $1 billion worth of game. I don't even get $100 in none. When I get off here, it's only one person that actually support what I do. Swear to God. And that's
we giving away money like that. It should be tons of support.
That's the problem. We spend money on what we want to spend money on. And I'm not telling you what to spend money on. I'm on this feed 2 hours out of a day. How many of y'all, like I said, actually bought that class I did the other day? Oh, I ain't got it, brother. I had to pay my child tuition. I got stuff to do too. I have daycare I have to pay. No doubt. I can't renege on that one. They be like, my children's mom be getting on my heels, brother. What? And then it's an argument that we silent for 3 or 4 days and they'll get over it. And then I'll be talking to them again. But this one over here eats like a motherfucker, though. I ain't gonna lie. My daughter, oh my God, this girl eats like she's grown. So the crazy part, the excuses that we make up. And the crazy part, when someone gets killed or someone go to jail, niggas will find that money in a heartbeat. That's the problem I have with my people. We will find the money when we're in trouble. We'll find it. This is not a microwave, B. This is not a microwave. You think that I'm lying? Let me call my sister up and ask how much her haircut. You think I'm playing? Give me 1 second. And she's from Philly. I'm gonna see something.
200 is crazy. I've seen 100 before.
You think I'm lying? Watch this. Now, where's my sister's number at? And she gonna tell you, like, how much those cuts is.
You better be etching Jesus in my fade or something. I don't know.
You gotta do all that because niggas want to be important. This is the problem. She might be cutting though. Let me see if she pick up. This is crazy. I pay $40 is too much. That's too much money. I wouldn't even pay $40 for a haircut. I would be 100 with y'all. But y'all like scams. Y'all like to look nice and pretty instead of being smart. And this is why they can play you. We'll spend $40 for a haircut and go to court and say, yes, sir, no, sir.
Your call has been.
This is crazy, Big. This is crazy. You ain't got to believe nothing I'm saying. And this is why we're so far behind on so many levels. Invest in yourself. When I do what I do, fam, I invest in myself. I don't give a damn how much books cost. You know, I was running around in Spain trying to find this book, and the book now is online for $428. You can't even find it. Africa versus America, $428. If you want to get out of what you're in, study or read a different book like Harris once says. This book in Spanish, this is the English version of it. English, not Spanish, English, for $428, and you can't even find it online. But you would think somebody said, oh, I want to get the book. Oh, I'm going to see if I can find it for cheaper. Well, I don't know. I want to give it to Sabir Bey. Even though he gave me 2 hours of free information. I'm cool, fam. Like I told my brother Percy, I'm good. I'm good. Do not call me. Do not email me. Do not text me about anything trying to get something done. I'm giving you everything that you need right here. That's all you got to do is support what I'm doing. That's it. No harm. But let me just see if I can pull the book up for you so you can see what it looks like. And I'm going to explain something to you because you don't get this on nobody's platform, bro. They don't show you. They just tell you stuff. This is the book right here. It's 279 pages. I can email it to you. Bear with me. I want you to see this first, okay? That's the book. And now the book was talking about the connection between Africa and America. Now I'm going to prove something to you, okay? Africa versus America, which it was all the same. I was all the way in Toledo, Spain, looking for this book. I was all over trying to find it. And once you understand and study this book, and she speaks about the Moors through the whole joint, she found original papers in her family's basement about America and Spain. So bear with me. This is how it is. This is what it is, right? So it's 279 pages. And people get on this feed and think you're going to argue with me when you ain't produced nothing. Get the book. It'll help you a lot. You're not going to be taught this in school. Not at all. This is what you're not going to be taught in school. So it's y'all the problem. Y'all are the problem. It's not the white man. It's y'all. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Listen to this. Let's see if I can pull this up. Give me 1 minute.
Go to SabirBayRadio@gmail.com if you want to get these books now.
Hold up, man. I hope I didn't erase this joint. Give me 1 second. It's up here somewhere. Where are thou? Where art thou? Oh shoot! Don't tell me I didn't have it up there. Give me 1 second. This is what happens when you have a little one you got to be dealing with, bro, at the same time. So I'm gonna pull something up. Give me a minute. I thought I had it up here, but give me 1 second. I think this is it right here. Give me 1 second. Now watch how deep this is, bro. Now I'm gonna show y'all something which you ain't gonna get taught in school. Now you see that book said Africa versus America, right? Now bear with me 1 second. Pause that. Just lock this up again. Either the Negroes are scared to talk about this, or you just don't know. But you're talking to Sabir, and I'm not afraid of nothing, so it's all good. Let's go. Let's show the connection. You ready? Pay attention.
You can absolutely walk from Africa to New York. Yes, you didn't mishear that. The journey will start from Cape Town, South Africa, then head north through Namibia and other African countries until you reach the last country in Africa, Egypt. After that, you will enter Israel, which is currently tense militarily, then cross Lebanon and Syria. Continuing the journey, you will reach Turkey and Georgia, then enter the largest country in the world, Russia. You will trek across Siberia, one of the coldest places on Earth, covering a distance of 12,000 kilometers, and arrive at the eastern part of Russia at the Bering Strait. A small body of water separates Russia and Alaska.
Listen.
In winter, this area freezes, forming an ice bridge, allowing you to continue your journey. After crossing, you will reach Alaska, then continue south through Canada and into the vast territory of the United States. From there, you will head east and finally arrive in New York. This journey spans 25,000 kilometers and would take you 4 to 6 years to complete. Do you want to take on the challenge? Leave a comment. You can absolutely walk from Africa to New York. Yes, you didn't mishear that. The journey will start from Cape Town, South Africa, then head north through Namibia and other African countries until you reach the last country in Africa, Egypt. After that, you will enter Israel, which is currently tense militarily, then cross Lebanon and Syria. Continuing the journey, you will reach Turkey and Georgia, then enter the largest country in the world, Russia. You will trek across Siberia, one of the coldest places on Earth, covering a distance of 12,000 kilometers, and arrive at the eastern part of Russia at the Bering Strait. A small body of water separates Russia and Alaska. In winter, this area freezes, forming an ice bridge, allowing you to continue your journey. After crossing, you will reach Alaska, then continue south through Canada and into the vast territory of the United States. From there, you will head east and finally arrive in New York. This journey spans 25,000 kilometers and would take you 4 to 6 years to complete. Do you want to take on the challenge? Leave a comment. You can absolutely walk from Africa to New York. Yes, you didn't miss.
You would call me when I'm doing something. Hold on a second. No, it's all good. And how much is a haircut out here?
Starting price is anywhere between 60 and up.
So the highest will be what?
Highest, I mean, how much money you got? What type of
No, I was telling it was $100 out here in LA.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely. Well, to clarify, the haircut from me is not just $100. The haircut is shampoo, conditioning, hot towel, eye mask, it's all of that, and we got a $1 trillion view. So there's that part.
She said $1 trillion view. Nigga, I'm done. She said
I'm not even. My view is of West Hollywood.
Man, there ain't no damn view. The hell with that view. I want to see the Mediterranean. Hell out of here. I'm okay. I know. Did you go see my man for the herbs?
No, he said he's gonna call me back.
Okay. You doing good though?
Yeah, I'm all right. I appreciate you.
All right, no doubt. All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Yeah, she was going through some health issues and she called me. I was like, okay, get with my brother. So this is what I do, man. I help people all the time. And she used to be my barber in Philadelphia. She live out here now, but she used to be my barber. So the key people is that you can travel. It's connected. That's why I see y'all need to get that book, Africa versus America. Y'all think I'm playing. Nobody showed y'all this book before, bro. This is the book. It's $428 for the Spanish version of it. But let me show you something how ill this was about the Bering Strait. You heard what he said about the Bering Strait, right? So let me just show y'all some ill stuff once you know real history. You ready? What did that say right there, bro? The first Pennsylvanians. Let's blow this up for a minute. The first Pennsylvanians was the what? The descendants of the Asiatic people. Who are the Asiatic people? We are. But I'm black, brother. You see that says the Asiatic people. We over here arguing, talking about we black Indians, but the black Indians never show you nothing. But brother, I can tell you it's in my bloodline. Sickle cell is a bloodline too. I keep trying to tell you that. Sickle cell is a bloodline also. So don't come to me with the bloodline thing. Black people have no land. So if you from the foundational Black Americans, you don't even have no land, nigga. You call landless. Don't talk about somebody being homeless. You can take this to Tariq Nasheed. I see some FBA people on here. You can take it to Tariq Nasheed. I live in California. He live in California. You should say, do a video with him. But I'm going to tell you how Tariq Nasheed, how he is like a grown-ass child. He'll say, well, brother, I don't need to deal with tethers. Because I would sit there and say a tether means something that's tied. That's what tether means. Tied. And I don't wear ties on my neck. Tether means tied. So That is actually in this book that I had for eons, the Encyclopedia of Pennsylvania, where I'm from. And Pennsylvania means Penn's Woods. Penn Woods. So if the descendant of the Asiatics, which you could at one time walk, if you ever watch, you ever see the movie 2012, y'all? Y'all remember 2012?
Yep.
You remember they was
That's it.
walking? They was walking across that. Remember
Yeah.
and they were walking. Remember that part? You can do it, right? But they don't teach you this in school, B. So we was coming back. We knew what time. It's like, for instance, when you're on a boat cruise, you know what seasons to travel. You know what seasons to travel, right? And you know what seasons not to travel. Because if you studied the history of the Moors was the navigators of the seven seas. The Moors knew. We knew what season and when to do all these things. We was called seafarers. Yeah. So let me show you what I mean by that and why I put my children down as Asiatics. You ready? So my children will always be prepared for whatever. Okay? My children are put down as Asiatics. You see that? Asiatic race. See that? Sabir Bay race. See that? Asiatic. Why? Because I'm
Bing
going to go.
bong.
So if you got some receipts, please show me your receipts. And I told you I do one-on-ones if you really want it. Okay, let me go a little further with y'all. Is everybody all right? And again, the lines are open for y'all. Just click it. Click it or quit it. So when I go through these places, you cannot make these things up. This is me going through customs. You see that says custom declaration? When I was going through customs in Mexico, they always asked me, what do I have to declare? I said, I already declared my nationality.
Boom.
Every time I go through customs, I told that to a brother when I was coming from overseas one time. He looked at me. He was like, oh, damn, what's that? I said, I declared my nationality as a Moor. But you see what it says nationality at. I would love to know what a foundational Black American or Black Indian will put down on a piece of paper. That's in Mexico, because you have to fill it out when you're going through there. Let me give you another one. So
Nationality FBA.
they be laughing at you, dumbass. They be like, nigga, what's that? So hold up. Let me show you another one in Morocco. You see what that says? Entry. This is customs, people. And it also says nationality. American Moor. You see? So let's go over here. What year was that? That was in 2020. Yes, there it is. 7/2/2020. Wasn't
During the pandemic.
wasn't the pandemic going on at that time frame?
Yes, I do believe it was.
I think it was. How many of y'all left and went overseas?
I did.
So when you go to these countries, right? I had to keep paying. I think I kept having to pay.
Sure did. Went to Jamaica, went to Italy.
Man,
Where you
listen,
go for beer?
I had to pay. Man, I was in France, Portugal, Morocco. I was all over. And the crazy part was I had to keep paying $150, man.
Yep, for that COVID test.
Man, they robbed me. That's a scam right there. They got me. I had to miss a flight because of that. Straight
We were
up.
good.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I missed the flight, because I was downtown Chicago. And when I get, this is the weird part. When you have a layover, you gotta like make sure it extends. You know what I mean, until you get to your destination. So because I had a layover, they said I wasn't gonna make it because I said, yo, yo, I swear to God, this is a scam, bro. I paid $50 to get driven from downtown to O'Hara Airport. And anybody know that's how it is, right? $56.
Yep.
I had to go back to the hotel, get a hotel again, because they told me I wasn't going to make it. I had to wait 2 days later. So I had to stay in a hotel for 2 more days in Chicago. And then catch a cab back out there. But I had to go around the whole airport, right? That day. Because O'Hara Airport is big, bro. So, and anybody from Chicago know what I'm talking about. O'Hara Airport.
Yeah, that's why we always fly in the Midway. We don't fool with O'Hare.
When you international, I'm talking about. This is international.
Oh,
So
for sure.
International. So O'Hara is a city, bro. Straight up, it's a freaking city. So we had to get on this whole bus to go around the whole terminal just to go downstairs. There was about 30 people in line to get the test, and you had to go all the way back to the terminal to show them You know what I mean? So you can get on the flight. Straight up. This is how serious it was. Like for real. And you know, it is what it is, man. I paid it. So I paid the price. So what did you pay, people? So this is the reality. I give y'all $1 billion worth of game on how to maneuver and how to move. It's real, people. So if you're a foundational Black American, this is your opportunity to come on the feed. If you're a Black Indian, it's your opportunity to come on the feed. Let me know where have y'all been at instead of sitting around on social media twiddling your fingers. So let me show you something else that's great. Come up. Listen to this. I did a book on this too. Watch this. Listen to what she said. Listen up. This stuff is real, people.
Supreme Court is going to do oral arguments on birthright citizenships May the 15th. People who were born in the U.S. but do not come from American citizens are going to be at risk for deportation, y'all. If you came here from another country and your children were born here, they will no longer be considered American citizens. If the U.S. Supreme Court rules in favor of this being upheld, we are in dire trouble. As you know, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 9-0 to bring back Kilmar Garcia to the United States, but he did not listen to their order. If you were born outside of the United States,
listen to this,
and you have children here, they will lose their citizenship. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. This is serious, and it needs to be taken seriously. If you have been here your whole entire life and your parents were born outside of the United States, this is you. This is your citizenship that's at jeopardy.
Let me explain this to you. Do you hear what she said? Did y'all understand what she said? See?
Yeah, but I'm about to say, play that again.
I'm going to show y'all something. I need y'all to hear me first. Remember I told you I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm not a U.S. citizen. U.S. citizens are geographical. Geographical. I did a book on this. What was it? About 5 days ago. You want to see it? Hold on. I'm gonna play it in 1 second. If you got this book that I did, right? If you really got this book, look what I did. This was Rob. When did I send this to you? What it was about 5 days ago, 4 days ago?
Yeah.
4 or 5 days ago, right? I did this book. I'm not concerned about these things. I can tell y'all what's going on. So United States is totally different than America. United States is different than America. So bear with me.
You can be a U.S. citizen or you can be an American, but you can't be both.
What I put at the end of this book is the title where you can go find all this information at. Literally. Importance of birthright citizen. I told you, y'all can get all my books. It explains everything for y'all. The Constitution provisions. You see it says 14th Amendment. Y'all don't get it? I got everything in here for you. So the weird part is I just saw that sister talk about this. Right? I literally just saw this today. I said, damn. And then somebody said, brother, you way before your time. Yes, y'all should get this book too. Let's play the video back one more time. One more time. And if you want this book, you can email me. I'll put my banner up here for you. Trust me, you'll get it. Let's play the sister one more time. Listen to what she said. Because y'all don't even understand what she meant. Let's do this again.
May 15th. That's D-Day. The U.S. Supreme Court is going to do oral arguments on birthright citizenships May the 15th. People who were born in the U.S. but do not come from American citizens are going to be at risk for deportation, y'all. If you came here from another country and your children were born here, they will no longer be considered American citizens. If the U.S. Supreme Court rules in favor of this being upheld, we are in dire trouble. As you know, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 9-0 to bring back Kilmar Garcia to the United States, but he did not listen to their order. If you were born outside of the United States and you have children here, they will lose their citizenship. This is not a drill. This is not a joke.
So I do have a website, but I can't get people to because somebody bought my where you pay at. I do have a website, sabirbay.com. It's sabirbay.com, but I'm having an issue collecting my money. I have money sitting there, but some kind of way, and this is why I don't like it. I'd rather do Zelle, PayPal, or Chime, because it was some kind of way they sold the company, and now it's hard for me to get my money that's on there. So if anybody tried to buy a book on there, I'm not receiving the money. It's on hold. And this is why I tell people to email me. So my website is sabirbay.com, but you can definitely email me. You can get it. But this is, what's the name of the country that we in?
Georgia.
Georgia, right? Even the ADOS stuff is bull. That whole ADOS is bull. Why are you calling yourself a European? Why? The ADOS don't teach nothing about law.
Slavs.
It's Slavic, right? What do the ADL teach you?
I'm a descendant of a Slav.
I'm a descendant of a Slav. You see how crazy we are? So every country is its own state. Every country is its own state, and every state has its own flag. Every state has their own constitution. Go tell the ADOS they should pay me to come in and speak on this. How about that part? Tell the ADOS they get money for pimping people. Go tell them. Holler at me. Right? So when if y'all notice, right? Remember the movie The Last Purge? I was telling the Mexican guy this. The Last Purge, right? In the Purge, everybody ran to Mexico. So the Europeans that ran to Mexico, one of them was pregnant. So if she had the baby there, that would not make the baby a Mexican. Right? So Malcolm said this a long time ago. Having kittens in the oven don't make them biscuits. Having kittens in the oven don't make them biscuits. You being born here don't make you one. So I put books together so y'all can buy the books and help yourself. That's why I told Percy I'm fine. So let's go a little bit further, y'all. Remember I told you about the Crusades. I'm almost done. Remember I told you about the Crusades, right? They don't teach this in school either. Let's go. Maybe you'll hear it from a white boy, a European.
The Crusaders go over to the gate and they close it. They go over to the Muslim quarter and they just begin murdering everybody. They're just walking through the city, slaughtering person after person. A group of Muslims realize there's no surviving this. This is over. So they decide, let's go to the mosque. Let's die praying. And so they barricade themselves inside the mosques. The Crusaders eventually smash the doors open. They slaughter everybody inside. They get buckets of water. They wash the blood out. They go to the top of the minaret. They break the crescent moon off and they stick a cross on top. They say a prayer. Boom, instant church. Then they go to the Jewish quarter because, see, Jerusalem was in 4 quarters. A Muslim quarter, 2 Christian quarters, and a Jewish quarter. Why are the Crusaders here? So that Christians can own Jerusalem, because clearly they could be there if they had half the city. They go to the Jewish quarter. They know what's coming. It's not rocket science here. So they just start running to synagogues. They figure, let's do like those Muslims did. We'll die in prayer. The Crusaders believed that Jews were so evil, you couldn't wash out the synagogue afterwards and turn it into a church. So they just piled wood around the synagogues and burned them to the ground, burning the Jews inside alive. And then they go to the 2 Christian quarters. And of course, at this point, the Christian population is peeing itself because it's just watched half the city get exterminated. And they go, you have the true cross, where is it? And the Christians go, we're not telling you. You're savages. And the Crusaders go, okay, we got you. And they start murdering the Christian clergy. They're like, who's a priest? Let's have your priest. And they just start slaughtering the priests. They're like, when we're done, we're going to do the deacons. And then we're going to start working on your families. Eventually, somebody tells them, here's the true cross, please stop killing us. And they stop massacring the Christians as well. But then they turn to the Christians and go, remember that great schism in 1058? Your Orthodox ways are out.
Schism.
And they're like, yeah, whatever. And that's how the Crusaders captured Jerusalem. And then the Crusaders go over to the gate and they close it. They go over to the Muslim quarter and they just begin murdering everybody. They're just walking through the city, slaughtering person after person. A group of Muslims realize there's no surviving this. This is over. So they decide, let's go to the mosque. Let's die praying. And so they barricade themselves inside the mosques. The Crusaders eventually smash the doors open. They slaughter everybody inside. They get buckets of water. They wash the blood out. They go to the top of the minaret. They break the crescent moon off and they stick a cross on top. They say a prayer. Boom, instant church. Then they go to the Jewish quarter because, see, Jerusalem was in 4 quarters. A Muslim quarter, 2 Christian quarters, and a Jewish quarter. Why are the Crusaders here? So that Christians can own Jerusalem, because clearly they could be there if they had half the city. They go to the Jewish quarter. They know what's coming. It's not rocket science here. So they just start running to synagogues. They figure, let's do like those Muslims did. We'll die in prayer. The Crusaders believed that Jews were so evil, you couldn't wash out the synagogue afterwards and turn it into a church. So they just piled wood around the synagogues and burned them to the ground, burning the Jews inside alive. And then they go to the 2 Christian quarters. And of course, at this point, the Christian population is peeing itself because it's just watched half the city get exterminated. And they go, you have the true cross, where is it? And the Christians go, we're not telling you. You're savages. And the Crusaders go, okay, we got you. And they start murdering the Christian clergy.
You tell me
who's a priest?
why y'all Christians?
Let's have your priest. And they just start slaughtering the priests. They're like, when we're done, we're going to do the deacons. And then we're going to start working on your families. Eventually, somebody tells them, here's the true cross, please stop killing us. And they stop massacring the Christians as well. But then they turn to the Christians and go, remember that great schism in 1058? Y'all
don't get it? Y'all know about the schism? Do they teach us in school about the schism? I told y'all what I just gave y'all. Hold on, let's go to the schisms for a minute. But you hate Muslims, and they killed all of them, the Crusades. There it is right there. The schism. The schisms, B. You're not learning this in school. Why would they do this? I know you never did. Now you know, sis. But you would never know this because your teacher's not willing to teach this, or they are afraid to teach. This is why Carter G. Woodson said a black teacher is nothing but a white teacher. The Crusades never stopped. Read the books. It never ever stopped. It never stopped. You have no idea what I know in my crazy Gemini head, boy. Let me just pull a little bit more up because I'm almost out of time. And thank you for the one person that's actually donated $20. I appreciate you. So look, here it is. The Crusader pounced upon the region Jewish population. That's not online, B. That's in the book. Let me give you another one. See, we don't have people that have heart. We don't have enough people that have heart, man. And actually, it talks about the Muslims too. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find my Muslim one. It said they did it with the Muslims and the Jews. So read some of these books. Educate yourself. Stand up. Be a man. Be a woman. So let me show you what the true cross is. The true cross is this right here. It's called the Miska, and I'll post it up here online for y'all, okay? That's the Miska. If you look up the Miska, right there, Meskel, it's going to say looking for the true cross. So we burnt the cross first. That's an Ethiopian Bible. Both of those are Ethiopian Bibles next to me. Those are both Ethiopian Bibles. I know your scholars don't teach this, but I'm showing. And this is why you can pick any subject there is, and I can break it down. That's the Ethiopian Bible, that's the Ethiopian Bible, and that's the Miska. Please Google the Miska. Google it. That's what they was talking about. Give the real cross. That's why they said you're not going to practice Orthodox Christianity, but people is in love with your oppressor. Oh my God. So let me show y'all a couple more of my books before I go, y'all. You can email me. I'm open for the lectures, the conversations, and all these beautiful things. And that's my book on the castle doctrine. I did one on that. And if y'all want to get the Overstanding the Language of Law, or the one I did with Karis One, you can also purchase those books too. Give me 1 second. I did want to play something else, man. It was one other thing I wanted to play before I get off of here, man.
Bro, I thought you said you was gonna do another class on that.
I am. I did one on Sunday.
Version.
I did one on Sunday, brother, but I have to see what the people wanted. So everybody wanted me to talk about the Constitution. I did one on the 5th and the 14th Amendment. Told everybody to get it. What you can do is put up the money early and make it happen. So let me tell you how this works.
Okay.
My brother Jar right here is on the feed. I wasn't going to do the show, the class, right? What did I say, bro? Then I said I had to go out with my daughter. He said, okay, Sippy, I'm going to send you the money. He sent me the money. So I was obligated to do it now. You're not sending it to me, because if you send it to me, I said, okay, we can sit up here and do it. But he made
business.
You follow me? He made me do it. So I wasn't. I said, but let me go out. Let me take my daughter out. Let me play with her in the park for a while, and I'll come back. But if you're not putting it up and just think I'm supposed to do it, then you don't come at the last minute. You know how people say, I'm going to come on, I'm going to come to the class, and they never come. And then I'm wasting my time. So what you can do is put the money up and then say, okay, cool, let's do it. But if you want the one I did on the 14th and the 5th Amendment, you definitely can get it. You can email me. But I can't be doing all this now. I got too much on my plate right now. And people love to promise things.
Right.
You know, I just ain't got the time for it no more. But let me see this. And I played this, and I'm gonna show y'all something. And this pissed me off too.
We can elevate this if we want.
You can't
doing that.
walk up on me and say, hey, give me your ID. Like,
You're some lawyer or something?
actually, I am an attorney, so yes.
Oh, I'm an attorney, my bad. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So then you should know.
You're attempting to break the law, and you're doing it right in front of this young lady right here, which is atrocious to me. I mean,
okay. Jeopardy word, I appreciate that.
Right, sir.
I appreciate the Jeopardy and Scrabble words and all that. But if you could just show me ID, don't just still grip. If you have any weapons in your pocket, you can just go.
Absolutely not.
So you should know I'm the law. So why are you not abiding by the law?
I'm so sorry.
It's not the law.
It's power trip.
Don't disrespect me and engage with her. Are you going to show me ID, or are you going to have a problem?
I'm going to show you my ID.
Okay, because you're a lawyer or something and you know the law now. You're going to explain to me the law.
Okay,
well, you should know I am the law at this point.
Right, so you can't just walk up on me and ask for my ID. I know that.
This isn't a law book. That's all cute and all.
Is he or is he not detained?
Ma'am, I just need to see his ID.
It's not. Then I'm asking you to please leave my boutique. You can go harass someone outside, but this gentleman has been shopping for 30 minutes.
I'm not here to harass
Yes or
anyone.
no? Yes or no?
You're lucky that she's going to go check in this. I'll be outside.
Wow.
We're going to have an issue. Are we going to have an issue?
I'll have security walking.
Thank you. It's fine. I deal with this kind of thing.
These cats is on a power. Y'all don't understand. This is a power struggle. Let me make this for anybody that's a police officer, a judge, or attorney. Bring it to the cipher. They're not the law. They're not the law. They're not the law. Go read the Declaration of Independence. Government are instituted amongst men and deriving their power from the consent of the governed. And that when any form of government, be it federal, state, or local, become destructive to its ends, it is the right of the people to alter it, abolish it, and institute a new one. Let me say this one more time for y'all. Government in the Declaration of Independence, y'all should get a hold of that, are instituted amongst men and deriving their power from the consent of the governed. And that when any form of government, be it federal, state, or local, become destructive to the ends, it is the right of the people to alter, abolish it, and institute a new one. Go get me your best attorney. I don't give a damn if they're in the Nation of Islam, whatever these organizations, go get them all. And let's set it up at the cipher. Do your research, and you better research me. Like I tell people, research the researchers. Okay? So let me put my old newspaper up there so y'all can marinate on that for a second. So I am open for any dialogue. I'm glad y'all enjoyed this. I do have to take my daughter outside. It's daddy time. So subscribe to the channel, Sabir Bey's YouTube channel. Hit me up on my email, Zelle, PayPal, or Chime. Just give me one more chance. I thank y'all for joining me. Share it out.
I feel like
don't go nowhere yet, y'all.
it's
Listen
good.
up. Wise intelligence, baby. Just give me one more chance, baby.
This is it right here, PJ.
Just give me one more chance, baby. Nobody gives it to you like this. Dirty Jers.
One more chance.
One more chance, baby.
Look, if Timothy Timothy Taylor was given a chance to do it again, I would probably change a few things. Listen to me a bit more. I travel the world with 3 brides, no hate to each his own. My name would no longer be Wise, you call me Jesus Jones. Pop off the hammer for jurors, return of a prodigal son. Go tell your favorite MCs to give him his style back, here he comes. If Timothy Taylor was given one chance to spit it again, he would rinse it till it's empty. Lock up to the track like Cynthia. Black youth will come to the forefront. Hip hop would feed the masses. No weapon formed against us will prosper or harass us. I'd educate your babies. I'd teach black men to raise them. I'd civilize your ladies. I'd be Captain Save-A-Ho. If Timothy Taylor was given a second chance at life, I'd tell Shaheed and Culture that what we had was right. I wouldn't have let my sister be murdered on the train tracks. I wouldn't have watched my old earth expire in the projects.
Share it out. Share it out. This is where you get real hip hop, real conversation.
If wise intelligence given one chance to make it whole, I'd buy back all your souls. I'd give you crowns of life. I'd bulldoze all the projects. I'd build ghettos of grandeur. Let Jada Kiss ask why. I'm here to provide the answers. No longer a need for black folk. See, physical labor's cheap. Job market a constant decline. They moving them overseas. Get money the more to the ghetto. Pitch coca, clap your fame. No love for the poverty stricken. You flick up and form the game. If wise intelligence given a second chance to say this, I wouldn't water it down to compliment your radio playlist. I learned the hard way. There's no such thing as black broadcasters. They're simply puppets at the mercy of their slave masters. Whatever you think, believe in becomes the world around you. Poor people think abundance. Riches will soon surround you. If wise intelligence given a chance to do it again, I think the thoughts of prophets. I'd rid the world of sin.
One chance, baby.
There's no longer a need for rappers. Jesus Jones has entered the building. That certain way you feeling about what I be talking about. Talk shit while I'm walking out. Never let hate control your thinking. I'm he who speaks believing, who hip hop fans are seeking. If Timothy Taylor was given a second chance at life, I would probably not even rap. I'd open schools abroad. If wise intelligence blessed with another chance to live, I would live for the love of the people, a little bit closer to God. I'd bind the broken hearted, free the captive, touch the blind, crush the grapes, say the grace, and prepare the wine. Forgive the sins of our fathers, for which we suffer today. Return the sons of mothers who mourn for watch the Donnelly page. I'd organize the gangs, I'd give them the knowledge and know-how. I'd do this like Reginald Lewis, I'd teach them the leverage to buyouts. I'd give them a love for self, I'd wrestle with hell to be right. If Timothy Taylor was given another chance at life.
Stop letting these cats lie to y'all, mislead you, baby. Let me say this, man, real quick before we go. I remember, thanks, Brother Lance. Let me tell you something, man.
Sir.
Hey, you have to send me your chime info, man. I need some more wood.
Yo, all right.
But yo.
It's my email. But let me say this. Wise Intelligence is from Poor Righteous Teacher. I remember I used to do a radio show on WNJC in New Jersey. And he asked me, can I have a half an hour of my show? So it was an hour show that I had to pay for. And I gave him a half an hour of my show. If you ever run across Wise Intelligence and Poor Righteous Teachers, just ask him about it. He'll tell you a story. It was called the Hereafter Show. So shout out to my brother Wise Intelligence from Poor Righteous Teachers, man. And again, do your research on people, man. I'm very Googleable. You can Google me and you'll see everything I've done. So I thank y'all so much. I got to go. It was real. Reach out to me. My email is right there. I got to go. Peace.
Peace.